We are heading to Iraq, federal Iraq.
I'm actually feeling a little bit apprehensive. I've made the wrong decision. I don't even know what to say right now.
There is the boarding pass.
I'm actually really, really excited. Welcome to Baghdad, ladies and gents.
But you would not believe the hotel we're staying in it. Imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge is limited. Imagination encircles the world. Good morning and welcome back to Cairo, Egypt. We jumped on a quick flight from Luxor this morning as we are leaving the country after almost 3 weeks, and we said 2023 was going to be a little bit different. We're going to visit some brand new destinations, some destinations that people probably haven't thought of us visiting, and we probably haven't even thought about visiting ourselves until recently. So today we are heading to Iraq, federal Iraq, the capital, Baghdad. It has actually been open to tourists, and they actually started a visa on arrival program in March 2021. This is one of the oldest civilizations in the world. We'll probably be there for the next 10 days to 2 weeks, from Baghdad to Basra to Mosul, heading into Iraqi Kurdistan. I am very excited. I'm not actually apprehensive, I'm just excited to go there. Not many tourists have been there, and we want to show it in a positive light, in the real light. The UK government says or advises against all travel, but the UK government advises against all travel to a lot of countries. It may be red, let's be honest. London could probably be red and advise against all travel. At the moment, I'm excited. We're having our coffee. We're back at the Hilton Hotel. I need to get a haircut. We need to go to the mall because after Iraq, we're also going to another couple of destinations where the currency is very difficult, so we need to get US dollar. We actually have Egyptian pounds, and the Egyptian pound is starting to crash, and it's very difficult to get rid of our Egyptian pounds and change it into dollars. But anyway, let's get going. Let's go to Iraq. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you feeling? Baghdad, Iraq.
I'm actually feeling a little bit apprehensive, only because I think maybe like I'm a young, blonde-haired female.
You're trying to big yourself up.
Yeah, no, and I just feel a little bit apprehensive about it. Even though I'm sure we'll be absolutely
I think
fine.
it's everything from a young age that we see on the TV, on the news in the UK.
Everything we've ever seen, unfortunately, about Iraq has been about the war. So yeah, that's why I'm apprehensive. But I'm also excited. I feel like once the apprehension has left, I'll be extremely excited.
Once them wheels touch down in Baghdad. Hello, my friend. Uber. Oh, to the barbers. Barber, thank you, shukran. First job of the day before the dollars is to make myself look lovely for the Iraqis. Salam. Hello, my friend. I like your hat. I like it, it's good. Can I get on the sides? Like? Ah, was it you last time? Shukran. Shukran. Thank you, my friend. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. I am Baghdad ready. I actually went in there when we were last in Cairo, and it's like a luxury haircut experience for like $7. They're so good, but now we need to go to the mall to hopefully get our dollars. City centre Al Mazar. Shukran.
Next job is to pray that we can get some dollars, or even pounds or euros. I'll take anything at this point. We have teamed up with Skyscanner to provide you with some tips and tricks on city breaks. Specifically, some tips on getting the most out of your city break. If you don't know, Skyscanner is the world's travel search engine for flights, hotels and car rentals. For us specifically, we think Skyscanner just makes booking your travel so much easier because it really does help find the best deal for you. The first tip we have for getting the most out of your city break is to book an early morning flight. Often these are the most affordable, however they are at some awkward times, but hopefully the excitement will outweigh the tiredness. We do think you will arrive in the city early and you'll have the whole day to explore, so that is how you get the most out of your city break. Tip number 2 is to book a hotel direct in the city centre. Now we know that this sounds self-explanatory, but you'll be surprised how many people book a hotel without checking their location, and then when they arrive they're super surprised that they are literally nowhere near anything. Being in the centre means that you will have access to all of the tourist sites, and you also won't have to get any transport around the city. And lastly, use Skyscanner to find the best deals for you. This way you will enjoy your city break so much more knowing that it did not break the bank. You can check on Skyscanner for the cheapest cities in the country you want to visit. For example, if you want to fly from London to Poland, it brings up all of the cities and you'll see that Wrocław is the cheapest on this certain date for only £10. I mean, that is an absolute bargain. Huge thanks to Skyscanner for supporting our travels, and let's get back to the travel day.
Hello. This is not good. 1, the banks will not let us change our money. 2, you can't film in malls, they get very worried in Egypt with cameras. 3, I need some cold clothes, need to buy a jumper. As of January, it is very cold in Iraq. You'll probably see this video in March. I have $500 worth of Egyptian. So stressed. This will do, that is one job done. Update, we are now out of the mall and we can now film. For some reason in Egypt they are terrified of cameras in the mall, even though the reason, well, one of the reasons we were going to the mall was for a camera shot. We weren't filming, we just had a camera and they wouldn't let us in the mall with the camera without a huge argument. But we're now walking away from the mall, everyone's bibbing at me, towards a currency exchange to try there. I've never experienced this anywhere ever. Like Egypt, one of the most touristy countries in the world, and if you're here on holiday, when you leave, I don't understand that you can't change your money back that you've got left over back into your currency. I don't know. Problem 2, everything out here seems to be closed. Hello, salam. So even currency exchanges are closed. I don't know, I cannot be stuck with $500 worth of Egyptian pounds. This just can't happen.
We basically have 2 options. One is that our friend has some dollars that they'll be able to exchange with us, and 2 is at the airport. You can actually get dollars out in Baghdad, but we didn't want to risk not having anything with us, but it seems like we've made the wrong decision.
Shukran, thank you.
To the airport?
Last chance in this country for losing £500 is the airport, and I really do not trust them.
Honestly, nobody is willing to help us. Not the banks, not the exchanges,
not the hotels.
And obviously, as Matt said, our last chance is going to be at the airport. And our friend has just told us that you can't actually leave the country without with 11,000 Egyptian pounds on your person. So
we wouldn't be able to leave, but they won't exchange it back into the money that they took in the first place. I don't understand it.
I don't know if you can see the stress in my face, but I'm very
I want to be excited for Iraq.
And it continues. We have a massive queue to get into the airport now. This is absolute hell. We haven't been able to exchange it. We've come through security and they've told us that we've come too far, basically. And we've now left the country, so we can't go back.
All the banks were supposedly after security with your boarding pass, and then now all the other side.
I don't even know what to say right now.
This is us, stood at the information desk, waiting, hoping to see if they'll take us back out of the airport, change some money, to come back. I don't know, this is just so stupid. So, I am going to stop talking about exchanging Egyptian money into any other currency. We've been through everything, literally everything. Everyone tells you something different. The hotel called the airport. The airport said, yes, come through. You could exchange. We've had arguments. They've been accusing us of filming. They're getting security out at us. It's all very Egypt. They basically said that they won't transfer Egyptian money into anything, anywhere in the country. So if you come on holiday to Egypt, you are basically in a bad situation if you have any money left over, or say that ATM gives you too much money. So we now have lost around £500. We're hoping that we can transfer it in Baghdad, but who knows. At the moment we have a lot of Egyptian money. We don't even know if we'll be able to leave the country because we supposedly have too much money in Egyptian to leave, but they won't exchange it. Anyway, there is the boarding pass. We board in just about 15 minutes. I'm going to waste some Egyptian money on some perfume, some aftershave, something like that. Let's get excited. We're going to Baghdad. Thank God I'm leaving Egypt.
You don't actually have to cover your hair in Baghdad, but I always like to try and blend in and...
it's probably a good idea for the airport.
Yeah, definitely, and respect the culture. But I don't like to moan about any country, but here is definitely one that I do not recommend coming to right now in the mix of everything.
I don't know anywhere that won't exchange, a country in the world anywhere that will not exchange money. They just leave you with their money.
They don't really care. So anyway, onwards and upwards
to Baghdad.
I think I'm the only woman on this flight, and I have to go in a separate queue.
I can't believe we're doing it. I cannot believe that we are going to Baghdad, Iraq. Apart from the money situation, it was very difficult getting through security. The Egyptian security laughed and didn't believe us when we said we were going to Baghdad, and they didn't actually know the rules and regulations. They were saying, no, you can't go, you need visa before. We're like, no, visa upon arrival. So I think it's a 2-hour flight. We'll sort our visa, go to our hotel, and we're going to be How are you feeling?
I'm feeling better now. I feel like that whole situation was making me feel more anxious than I actually am. I'm actually really, really excited. Welcome to Baghdad, ladies and gents.
This is very surreal, being in Baghdad, Iraq. We're not getting the bus. The terminal is so cold, by the way. It's Baltic out there.
And raining.
It's like 10 degrees after Egypt. It feels freezing. We've got to go to the terminal. We've been told it can take anything between 10 minutes to 2 hours to get our visa. There it is, the stamp to enter Iraq. It was actually really easy. It took about 10-15 minutes to get our visa, and it was $77 US each. I think we get a month. I'm not too sure, but our friends have actually sorted us out a lift into the city centre, into the green zone. And we actually just went past where Soleimani was taken out a couple of years ago. So this road is it's interesting. What a day. What a day. We have made it to our hotel here in Baghdad. Again, that sounds so surreal saying it. The drive from the airport was definitely very interesting. It was where a major incident happened 2 to 3 years ago, and there's like a monument to show that. But we are actually staying within the green zone. The green zone was the area that the US set up. It's sort of like a fortified area. It is now very highly patrolled by Iraqi soldiers. There are a lot of checkpoints to get in here. After like 8 o'clock at night, you have to take a convoy to your hotel, which was very interesting as we got here late at night. But you would not believe the hotel we're staying in. It is amazing. We're actually going to show you this hotel in another video, because you would not believe how good this hotel is.
Is this what you would expect from Baghdad? Probably not, but it's very luxurious.
But that's it. A bit of a strange video. It's very difficult to film because Cairo airport you can't film, Baghdad airport you can't film, so it's been a little bit all over the place. It might be a little bit like that. We'll be changing cameras in certain areas where it's awkward to film, but we've got so much coming. We've got a few days in Baghdad. We're going to Karbala, we're going to the marshes, we're going to Basra, Mosul, Erbil. There's a lot to come. There's a lot to come, and we're definitely going to change the perception of Iraq. It still sounds incredibly strange saying that. We'll see you in the next one, exploring Baghdad.